Alright, motherfoxers. It's time we dive into this thing. The old rear end swapperoonie. This rear end is Black Sunshine's original rear end in the car. We're going to do 5 lug swap. The rear end I have in there I bought on Marketplace years ago. Johnny Quick, if you guys know Mr. Johnny Quick, or he was on Street Outlaws, I think. I got a vibration in that car, and it didn't happen until I swapped the rear ends. I think that thing's got way too many passes on it. When I got it, it had spherical bushings in it. They wouldn't even hold themselves up. I didn't know anything about spherical bushings. They're not supposed to do that. That means they're worn out. So I think it's just got too many passes, drag passes on it. Riding that for the last few years and having the 373s, it's got a posi in it, 31 spline axles. I realized something is I drive this car a lot on the highway, and I decided, why don't we tone the gears down a little bit and go to a 355? So just give me a little more, drop the RPMs a little bit and give me a better gas mileage. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put 355s in here with a traction lock, I believe it's called. It's also gonna have 31 spline axles in it. Got everything downstairs. We're gonna tear this down and refinish this thing. Also, let me show you one of the other things we gotta do to it. Okay, so when I got that other axle, it had spherical bushings. So those little metal housings that are in here, I had to use the ones out of this axle. So when I take that axle out of that car, I gotta pull those back out so we can put them in here. I know some people were confused on that, but I got that axle with spherical bushings, which does not have that housing. So therefore I had to pull them out of here and put them in that to put the regular bushings in. So I got to do that over again and put them back in here. We're going to get the control arms off here, get the axles out. Of course, we'll have to open up the pig there, take everything off it. I have another spare 95 rear axle at my friend's house. We kind of bought it together because he wanted the gears, the stock gears out of it. I, of course, wanted the calipers and the brackets. So it's just sitting at his house and he hasn't done anything with it. So I may just pay him the other half of that just to get it back, or maybe he still wants it and we're gonna go with the same plan. I just wanted the calipers and the brackets. So as I started looking around for a socket, turns out it's an 18 millimeter for that one. There is really no getting into that unless I take off this first with an impact. So we got the old reliable extendable 1/2-inch ratchet. The other problem is, this is kind of funny, we got all these sockets. We do not have a hex head 18 millimeter socket shorty. It's not like terribly secure, but I think we got it. I think the old ratchet, I'll get it off there. This is the magic ratchet, so let's see what happens. Oh, there you go. God, I love this freaking ratchet. It's amazing, dude. It's amazing. No, what's coming off there? Okay. I need to slow my roll here because I'm like, man, this is awesome. This is coming out here very easily. And as I'm doing this, I'm like, is this thing even coming out? And I said, oh, I better get a wrench on the other side. On what? So now I'm guessing we snapped that bolt when we were trying to get this out, which was years ago. I was like, wait a minute, where's the bullhead? Of course, this one has one over here. So let's see if we can get that out without snapping it, which I'm pretty sure it's not going to happen. All right, that ratchet made easy work of that bolt, but guess what? I got no room to hammer it out. I've got the hammer up in there, but I can't punch it out. I just got no room to swing. So off come the backing plates first. We did soak these fittings down with some breakaway a while back. Been spraying on them a lot, so hopefully they just come right off. All right, we got them off there. They came right loose. I had to use a little bit of heat to get the actual line loose from the fitting. So, and both of them, they're off there. So now get to pull the cover off the pig there. I know a lot of people call this the pumpkin. I don't know why. I grew up, my dad called this thing the pig. I don't know. Probably because it's a mess when you pull it off there and it stinks. So this will be fun. Pretty sure there's friction modifier in there, and that's really what stinks more than the gear oil. I'm gonna go ahead and get that off there because, yeah, I'm gonna have to pull, like I said, I'll have to pull these backing plates off to get those bolts out because they're seized in there pretty good, and there's no way of pounding them out unless you have those guards off, those backing plates. Here we go. The stinky business begins. Now I get to use power tools. Quick work. Ran into one. We also got the 3/8 quarter variety of this ratchet too. Of course, I'm pretty sure that impact helped. But just so you know, we use that Maximum Motorsports tool to pull those housings out, and this is what we used, this 3/8 quarter inch. It was so rusted, guys, that every time we turned this, you could hear it just popping. Pop, pop, pop. It's ridiculous, but this thing is just as tough as that frickin' 1/2 inch or 2. Get you some of those, man, I'm telling you. Shall we experience this together? Even though you can't smell it. Oh, man. I already smell it. Oh, yeah, it's pretty ripe. There you go. I'm gonna dump her down, see how this goes. I'm gonna have to do this with 2 hands, guys, but there's the dream team right there. We are restocked. They're about the cheapest around, man. It's like $4.12 a can. O'Reilly's. All right. Boom! We got some beautiful 28 spline bullshit here. Oh, that's right. We're missing a lug. Now that it stinks in here, we can take the backing plates off. Well, it's a different day. Happy New Year. While I'm pulling these out, I'll tell you a little story. After I left here the last time, I went downstairs, changed my clothes, smelled on my clothes, because what you don't want is this gear oil on something inside your house. And yeah, I didn't smell any on there. I'm like, cool. And I'm in the living room and I'm just like, what the hell? Where's that gear smell coming from? And I noticed I'd taken my shoes off in the living room, and I'm like, oh no. So I immediately picked them up and looked on the bottom of them, thinking I stepped in it. Both of them were dry, and then grabbed the right one and started sniffing the top of it, and it was fine. And I grabbed the left one, sniffed the top of that one, and I was just like, I must have hit the freaking spot right where I hit it, man. It was a couple of drops apparently on it. You can't tell on these shoes. I wear them in the garage all the time, so there's oil stains all over them and everything. Yeah, I had to put them out in the garage. I came out to get them. They were cold, but they, I think we were aired out now, guys. So let's try to get this broke loose, which it's not cooperating, and I didn't figure it would. Oh, I see it. Yeah, buddy. Oh, I got this turned the wrong way. Let's try it again. There we go. That's all she had. I thought it was going to be easy, but let me go get the things that'll take care of this. Which is more torque. Which basically what we're going to do, this is no big secret, is I'm going to
do that. If that don't work, we're gonna get the big dog. Hopefully I can get on this thing. Okay, we're good. All right. The other side, right side. Seriously? Milwaukee, you couldn't have done this? This ain't that bad. That's not fair. What's up with that little bastard? That thing usually kicks off stuff hard, man. I mean, it's not fun. Well, I tell you, that last bolt was a doozy. That made all kind of squeakly and squealing and screeching noises when I was trying to get that bolt or that nut off there. Holy crap. So, here we go. Bam! Ready for brackets. Not sure if we gotta use these. Probably gotta use these bolts again, I guess. Get these things cleaned up and ready for the next part. So we'll get the other side off there. I don't necessarily want to pull the guts out of this right now, guys, because I may need to check those shims in there. Make sure everything's good on those, but I may have to use those, or we may have to just go with a whole new shim kit altogether. I don't know. I haven't really looked too much into this. I just need 2 tools. One is that like caliper thing that shows you backlash, and the other one is that inch-pounds wrench for the pinion, so you know how much foot-pounds are being dragged on it as you turn it, you know. I think those are both, for the most part, rather inexpensive, but I'll get that other one off and we'll get the brake lines off. Yeah, that one was uneventful. It was just, yeah, pretty much came off with the impact. I said I'd probably have to use these and we'll get them all cleaned up so they'll be easier to go on and take off. Let me go ahead and try to get the rusty bolts off this one. I don't know about this differential. That bolt that's holding that hose bracket down looks a little scary. I'll get back to you on that one. See that sucker right there? That's what I was saying, it looks scary. I used both of those and, well, the red one didn't really want to work. This red one over here, it'll work, but I'm pulling so hard that it's just moving the whole housing. I'll put some blaster on that. But yeah, this thing here, like I said, I think you can you reuse this guy? I think you got to get a new hose for this. I might have one. I don't know. I think it's a different size maybe. I don't know. This whole counterweight thing, I don't know. A lot of people take these off. They don't put them they really don't put them back on or whatever. I don't know. I may or may not do that, but yeah, those look scary too. We'll see what happens with that shit. I don't know, man. All right, we got the lines off. Let's take a look. That's not too bad, right? Looks pretty good. I reuse it, a little iffy, you know. And then we got the other one over here. Yeah. That one's a little chewed up, so yeah, that one was a problem. I didn't think this one was going to be the problem, but it was. It's like, you can see the thread right there. Yeah, the thread broke loose on the inside of that block. Of course, you know, putting all the heat on it, the hose is going to fall off. Yeah, it's all off. Wow. I was hoping to reuse those lines. I'm not certain about, are these lines a little too long? If they're a little too long, I could buy the kit, but how much is the kit to make a line versus buying the lines? You know what I mean? I took the vent out. It's over here. Just wanted that off there so we could paint and everything. So what a nightmare that was, huh? you didn't see it all, but it took me quite a while to get that second one off. The first one, once it broke loose, the heat, it broke loose. But the other one, yeah, when you get that thread that busted loose on the inside, got caught up in there, it just did not want to come out. So this is everything I had to pull out to get it loose. This thing right here. Just like I said, this I don't believe you can reuse. If you could, cool, but this hose was looking pretty gnarly, and I think I got another one up in a box upstairs. All right, guys, we got the rear lower control arms off this beast. Holy crap, man! I had to go to Lowe's. I got this. I heard Bosch was highly rated. Got this thick metal. Didn't really touch it that much. This was $6.
This is a carbide. That was $18. We got 3 of them off. It took some time to do it, but it got off. We did try, this is an electric saw because the batteries died on the other one. So we tried a DeWalt metal, Bosch, highly rated. Again, I'm trying to cut through hardened bolts and sleeves. Yeah, $6 there, $18 there. Can we keep going with this one? Feels a little bit worn, but I bet you we can, that's a keeper, man. There you go, $18 and we got those off. Money, 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 money. Now you can use these brake lines. You just got to get adapters to put into the calipers. But, you know, with that one being all messed up, I don't know what I'm going to do. I looked them up. LMR sells them. The actual swap ones that have the right ends on them, they're $80, but they're out of stock. Do I spend the $40 for an Amazon flare kit? Comes with brake line. I think it's copper brake line though. It's not stainless.